Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and a very happy birthday to Herb, Monica's brother. Now, Monica wrote to us to say that both she and her brother watch the channel a lot, as does Monica's son Gus, who is 7 and loves killer and chess Sudoku. So, based on, was it Andrew yesterday, who was 6, it happens during your 7th year that you can take on killer and chess Sudoku, I reckon. Anyway, happy birthday, Herb. And I can tell you this is a great day to have a birthday because it's mine too. And in fact, Emily Williams wrote to us and wished me a happy birthday, along with a general email of appreciation for everything we do on the channel, which is great. Emily comments on the videos almost every day and is absolutely fantastically positive. So thank you very much, Emily. Now I'm going to try and show you a picture of the cake I got today, which had a bit of a calamity in the heat wave here, as you can see, if I've got the picture right. So I do like cake. I hope Herb gets cake, but I hope his stays standing till he eats it. Anyway, now, Emily suggested that we have a look at the last 2 puzzles in the recent 8th round and final round this year of the World Puzzle Federation's Sudoku Grand Prix. The puzzles in this round were all constructed by Thomas Snyder. I mentioned during the recent gas video that I had a go, but I'd been a bit hamstrung because I was on holiday in a hotel room, didn't have a printer, thought that I'd be able to use our software to sort of put in the givens and try and have a go that way. But a lot of the puzzles really weren't conducive to it, including the 2 that she suggested we have a look at. And one of them I still can't really see a way of presenting on the channel. So instead, I'm using the other. And this was multiple Sudoku. I never tried it during the challenge. I haven't really looked at it at all. It's by Thomas Snyder, and we will have a look at that today. I'll see how we do, but have a go at it if you fancy it. You may have tried it already if you had a go at the Grand Prix. Now, also, of course, our Patreon competition is winding. Later this week will be the close, so do check that out if you're a Patreon or if you're thinking of becoming one. If you're thinking of becoming a subscriber, we are suddenly racing towards 500,000. It would be brilliant to get there soon, but thank you very much if you have subscribed already. And if you watch the videos regularly, like this one, thank you for that as well. There's also all of our apps and the other links in the description field, catalogues, Fence, Sudoku Pad, merchandise, etc. But the first link is to this puzzle. As I say, it's by Thomas Snyder. Now, this was the most valuable puzzle in the set. Now, I can't do the mental maths, but it was worth 92 points out of 600 that you can potentially amass in the 90 minutes. So if you were going at a pace to do, this is just going to completely fail. It feels to me like it should take even an expert something like, is it 17, 18 minutes? So we'll see how we get on with that. Now I realize 1 or 2 of the experts don't consider taking as many as 90 minutes to get all 600 points, but that is not where I come from. So I am gonna look forward to having a go at this. If I get this done in, well, anywhere better than 25 minutes, I'll personally be delighted, but we shall see. No idea. Now, the rules are these, and I've not seen these before. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Some numbers are given on the edges between 2 adjacent cells. Treating these cells as a 2-digit number reading left to right or downwards, the 2-digit number must be a multiple of the clue, e.g. around a 7 clue, the 2 digits could be 1, 4, so the number's 14, which is divisible by 7, or 21, or 28, or 35, etc., etc., etc. So that's how it works. We need a bit of arithmetic knowledge or ability for this, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting idea. Do give it a try on the link under the video. I'm going to just reset my clock and start now. Let's get cracking. So, there's a lot of 8s, aren't there? The 8s have to end in an even number. And we've got this set here. Now, if it ends in 8, sorry, if it's divisible by 8, obviously 0 is not a Sudoku digit. So 16, 24, yes, these are both even. Actually, let's colour known even cells. Ah, yes, this is interesting. Okay, all of those end 8 combos, so they've all got to be even. Look, that gives us 4 evens in this row, so the other 5 digits are all odd. And more interestingly, what I thought was interesting as we coloured them is that the 7 number is made up of 2 even digits. Okay, I'm going to think about the 8s first of all. So the numbers are, right, 16 wouldn't work here because of the opening even digit. So 24 would. 32 wouldn't. 40 isn't allowed. 48 would. Ah, and 56 fails like 16 does. That's interesting. There must be some sort of pattern. Yes, because you're adding 40 on every time. Right. Okay, what I'm seeing, and I'm failing to explain with any articulacy at all, is that there are limits on what this cell can be, and I think it can only be 4 and 8. Now, the reason I think that is because I've just worked out that if this was a 6 ending a number divisible by 8, the first digit would always be odd, so that couldn't apply in this pair. I'm pretty sure that's right. 16, 56, 96. They're the numbers, they're the 2-digit numbers that end in 6 that are divisible by 8. So this relationship is always going to apply because you're always adding on 40 to a number. So 24 is fine, and 64, or 48 and 88. Well, 88's not allowed. So that is 4 or 8. Now, what about the 7? We're given some in the rule set. 14 and 21 are impossible. This could be 28. 35, oh, it could be 42, bother. 49, 56, 63, 70, 77, 84. Interesting. 91, 98. They're impossible. So actually we get a 2, 4, 8 triple in the row, and that is a 6. And there's a digit. Now, 6 begins with 1, 5, or 9, which is always odd. This is 4 or 8. That begins with even. That gives us the 4 evens for the column. I think this works. Now, if that's odd, this is 6 or 2 on the same principle here. If an even 8 it ends in 4 or 8, but an odd even 8 ends in 2 or 6. One of those is a 2. Oh, so it's not 84 now, because that would break that cell. So there were 2 possibilities, 28 and 42. Interesting. But neither of those is a 4-8 or a 2-6 pair, so I don't get to find out the parities of those. Oh, I just haven't thought about this at all, have I? Obviously, the 5 ones don't just end in an even digit, in an odd digit, they end in 5 specifically, because the only possibilities for multiples of 5 end in 5 or 0, which is not a Sudoku digit. So we get those. I didn't think we could do this for parity shading for 3, 7, and 9, because they have so many possibilities. Hang on though, with 9 and these 2 cells, it's always 1 odd and 1 even. Now there is one exception to that in the 2-digit numbers, and that is 99, but that's not a legal Sudoku fill. So I think, yeah, I mean, don't all the numbers from 18 to 90, their digits add up to 9. I think that's one of the features of multiples of 9. I think that's right. So these 2 add up to 9. That's 1 odd and 1 even. And therefore we've used up now the 4 evens, and that's odd. So 9, if it's odd and even, that one is odd. Oh, one odd and one even, it's going to use the fourth odd in the box. That's not conclusive. This is intriguing. I didn't think this would be a parity shading puzzle, but it clearly is. If you're doing this in a competition, I wouldn't be using coloured pens. I'd be marking the cells as either D for odd or E for even. I don't use O because it looks like other things. Anyway, that's by the by. Now, this cell, didn't we know this can't, well, it can't be 6, 24, or 48. Is that right? Yes, 48 is a number. 88's not possible. 64 isn't possible because we've used the 6. So that's 2 or 4. This is either 24 or 48, I think. So we're definitely using a 4 in one of those two. So these are from 2, 6, and 8, which gives us a triple in the box. I don't know how to use that. One of these is 8. One of these is 8 and begins with an even number. So the last even number in the cell is in the box is in one of those two, and these two are both odd. Now, coming down here, we've got 3 odd, 4 odd, and 3 even. So one of each down here. That's not helpful. It's not helpful down here either. We've got 3 odd and a 4th one there. Bother. Now, let's just keep thinking about what we're getting here, because this is a weird puzzle. Certainly not making speedy headway in it. We can't use these yet. They're just not. The 8. Now, this could be 32 or 72. Oh no, this is no good. Or 16 or 96. That's all the odd possibilities. Rats. This can't be 6, 3 or 5, 4. This is either 2, 7 or 1, 8 as a pair. And that's quite interesting because that uses the other of 2 or 8. Oh no, it's not interesting because we knew that the even digits are all used up there. That's not interesting. 2, 4 or 2, 8. Right. So one of these is 4 or 8. And therefore begins with another even number. So again, we've got the 4 evens used up somehow amongst those 3 and one of those. So these are all odd. So everything else in this row is even because we've got the 5 odds. Now these two are even. That makes the 9 work. This is odd to make the 9 work. So it's odd, so it's 1 or 7. That's 2 or 8 above. Can't deal with those. It's tricky. I don't think have I thought enough about how 7s can be made up? 3 of these. Yes, one of these 8s must have an even number beginning it because one of them must end in a 4 or an 8. So 2 of them end in a 2 and a 6, and the other one ends in 4 or 8, and therefore also begins in 4 or 8. Somewhere there is another even cell, and these two are both odd. Now that means this is either 35, 42, 49, 56, no, 63, 70, 77, no, 84 or 91, bother. Can't be 98, yes, that's either 35 or 91 because it's a double odd 7. This is such a strange puzzle to me. Right, that is 2 or 8. Now I don't see how to use these. Oh gosh, I don't think that pair of 3s is any use. It could be 39 or 93 if you used both of the digits that are divisible by 3, or it could be what, 5 and 7. Maybe it can't have a 1 in it. That's strange. It's not true either. 1 and 5 it could be. Right, this is an even, so it ends in 4 or 8 on the 8. This is an odd even, so that ends in 2 or 6. Now, is that telling me anything? One of these ends in 2 or 6, and the other one ends in 8, of course. One of those is an 8, so that's a 4 down there. And this number is 24, and that's an 8 now. So this is a 1 to make 81. These don't have a 2 on it. They're 6 and 8, so that's a 2. There's a 4 in one of these, making 48. Interesting. Okay, so this could be 64, or an odd number ending in 6. This can't be 2 anymore. That's not actually conclusive. 2 of these are 2 and 6, aren't they? That's what I worked out before. Oh, that can't be 2 anymore. That's conclusive. That's a 6. And this is therefore 16, 56, or 96. Which has some pressure on that, not enough. No, these are 2, 4, and 6, yes, so that's 8. Now, this can't be 28 or 68, so that's 48. That's a 2 and a 6 pair. This is 7 or 3, because that's either 27 or 63. This is a 2 or a 6, and that has to begin with an odd number. This is 4 or 6. Ah, bother. There's a 4 in one of these two cells, so that's a 2, and that's therefore an 8. 28, that's fine. This is the even cell now, and that's the odd one. This is 48. It has to be 48. Yes. Oh, well, sorry, it was the last even digit in the box. Right, so that's the 2, 6 pair up here. This is 4 or 8 and is the one that begins with an even. So that is the other even. It's not 2 or 6 itself. That's 4 or 8. These are odds. This makes a 9 with 2 or 6. So that's 3 or 7 again. No idea what sort of time I'm doing on this puzzle now. Really too much for me to tell. These are all odd because we've got the 4 blues. Right, so this one, like that, is either 35 or 91. I suppose these could both be odd as well. Although it would be quite interesting. No, I don't think they could both be odd. Because if these were both even, these would be 4 and 8, but 8 can only be the ending of 48 in that case. So that would be impossible. So these aren't both odd, which is not incredibly useful. Oh, could they be both even? Oh, annoyingly, they could. If they were both even, that would be the 2, 6 pair. And this would then be 84, which I think does divide by 7, although, yeah, I'm just doing the maths again to check that it does. Oh, what do I do next? I'm sure for mathematicians, this has got very straightforward at this point. There's a 1. I'm just going to try and do it by Sudoku. Now, I haven't used these 3s at all. I don't think I can use... Oh, 5. Look, it's looking at that cell. That's a 1. That's 91 now. That becomes a 5. That's surprising. 5 is in one of those 2 cells. So it's definitely in one of these 2. That's 3 or 7 just by Sudoku. It's the sort of thing I'm talking about. Now, 9 and 1. Oh, the trouble is I don't know which of these is even, do I? I was just wondering if I could eliminate this being odd. This can't be 35, but it could be 91, annoyingly. Right, let's find something else to do. Maybe something else I've been missing. 5, 6, 2, 4, 8. 1 is in one of those 2 positions. That doesn't seem very interesting. Maybe I've got to keep thinking about boxes 7 and 9 a lot. Oh, 6 is in one of these positions. Can it be here? I don't think it can be, because wouldn't this have to be 56? Yes, it would. 6 must be there, and that's blue. That's orange. One of these is 56 in the same way. Well, I kind of... Okay, and the other one is divisible by 8, is either 32 or 72. Ow, doesn't tell me anything. Right, but this, no, that's not interesting either. This is 1, 3, 7 or 9, leaves a lot of possibilities there. But that 6 gives me 2 and 6 here. Now, one of these is a 6. It'd be nice to know which one. 6, 2... Can't finish that off. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Oh, do I know something about this 7? I don't think I do. I really don't. This is 1, 3, 7 or 9, and there seem to me to be a lot of possibilities there. Maybe 63 is the only one that could end in a 3. Maybe I should be eliminating these. 77 minus 70 is 7. It can't be a 7. Maybe there aren't that many possibilities. 49 or 91 or 21. Oh, bother. There are still too many, even though that's 1 or 9 as a result. Now, this ends in a 2, so these have got reduced. It can't be 12, and it can't be 92. It's 32 or 72. That's a 3-7 pair, so this is 1 or 9. So that must be like this 7, with a 2, 4 or 9 above it. Now, 2 can't work here, because neither 26 or 28 are divisible by 8. 9 can. It could be 96, or it could be 48. Haven't quite got a triple. That can't be a 5. 5 is here. 56 is up there. That's a 2. That can't be a 2 now. So it's either 49 or 91. So that's part of a 4-9 pair. This is so weird. The 6 in the row has to be here. So 8's there with a 48. Let's get the colouring done. This cell I'm in is a 9. That makes this one a 4. That makes this 7 a 49. This is so clever. That's 3 or 7. That's where 8 goes. These two are both even. And 3 or 7 is odd. 35, 75 obviously makes no difference. That's become a 1. This is 3 or 7 as well. This is a 5, definitely now. We've got 5, 2, 1, 8, 6, 4. That's 3 or 7 again. 3, 7 or 9 in the other cells in the box. Now, still haven't resolved anything about 4 and 6 down here. Now, what about these? Maybe they're getting interesting now. The numbers available are 2, 3, 7 and 8. And to be divisible by 3, these have to add up to something divisible by 3. 7 and 2 is 9. Oh, and 7 and 8 is 15. So there's no 3 there. But there is a 7, so that's not a 7. I mean, I just better check my maths here. 3 and 2 is 5, 3 and 7 is 10. Yes, there's no 3 there. There is a 7. That's not a 7, that's a 3. Oh, didn't get much done. 2, this is a 9 though. No, hang on, we've had a 9. This is 2, 7 or 8 as well, but not 7 because 7's in that pair. So this is a triple. Okay, but these could be any odd number except 7 now. Okay, then they're either 3 going with... Oh, maybe they are 3 going... No, 3 going with 9 is impossible because that would leave these unfillable. Oh, 1 going with 5, 15 or 51. That must be what they are. We're not allowed a 7 here. And if we can't use both of 3 and 9, we must not use either of them. Oh, that's so brilliant. Right, so this is 3 or 9. This must be 3, 6 or 9 to make this work. Must be. Oh, that's become even. I hadn't noticed that. This I don't know. These I don't know for sure. Yeah, no wonder this is a tough puzzle. I mean, I don't think I've taken a stupid route through this, but it's still not giving up much, is it now? That could be 32 or 72, but it couldn't be 92. So that's a 3-7 pair. So this is a 1-9 pair. That makes this a 7, and this a 3, and this a 7, and this a 7. This is 3, this is 7. Wow. This is 9. This is 3, 4, or 6. Now, which of these combos works? 64 looks like it is probably right. 34 and 36 don't work. 46 doesn't work. This is 64. So this is not a 6. That's odd. That's even. Right, we can actually do these numbers as well. 3 and 9. Oh, now I'm still going to have to do maths. No, hang on, maybe not. Let's try and do Sudoku first. 1, 2 or 3 there. That has become a 7. Yeah, I prefer Sudoku, as I said recently, because I'm not Simon. That's 2 or 8, which is actually not. That's 6 or 8. Neither of those are helpful pairs. Right, this can't be a pair of numbers divisible by 3 because 9 and 6 are gone in the column. I don't have enough information. 3 evens done here. Now, can that be a 6? No, this can't be a 6. Because this would be 63, and we can't have a 3 there. So the 6 in this box is here. That's quite useful, probably. So this is 16 or 96. Can't be 56 because of that. That's a 1-9 pair. So this is 4 or 8, which is obviously even. But more importantly, ends numbers like 14, can't be that. 84, could be that. 28, I suppose it could be that. 98, can't be that. So now I've got a 2-8 pair, that's a 4. So this was 84. That's a 2. This is odd. In fact, this is a 7 apparently, if I'm right. 72, yeah, that looks like it works for the maths. This can't be 3 or 9 by Sudoku, so that's 1, 5. 9 and 3 there, 1 and 9 up here. Might be finishing. Got a 1-5 pair there, and that can't be 7, so it's 3 or 9. 32 or 96. Bother. Still two possibilities. That can't be 7, and there must be a 7 here. So it's there, which is odd. That's even. Oh, yeah. Those two are odd. Yes, okay. So counting odds does sometimes help. And I don't know. They're from 1, 5, and 7. 7, 9, 3, 6. No, I am not getting a. That's a naked 1. Not getting a great time was what I was trying to say before my brain rudely interrupted my thought process. That is a naked 2, weirdly, at this point. Okay, that is helpful. That's going to fix 8 there, 2 there, 6 here, 3. This becomes 9. Let's colour these. I hope I don't colour anything wrong to upset people badly at this point. That's orange. 1 more 4 must be here, and that's orange, and that's all the colouring. And hopefully we can just finish. Oh no, hang on, let's look at this 3. This needs to add up to 9 or 15. This is a 3. That's not. It's a 9. That's a 3. 5 and 7 here. So still got something to resolve. It's got to. Oh no, this 35, not 31. There we go. 7. The 5 does 1, 5. That does 1, 5 in this box. And we finish off with 7 and 5. Wow. That's why I didn't take that puzzle on in the competition. It's not why, but it's a perfectly good reason. 26 odd minutes, 27 minutes. Very clever puzzle. Very interesting. Didn't expect that to work in that way. That was really fun and bit. Don't know. There's something about doing the maths that makes your brain all hot. Even though there was only occasional bits of maths and it was all 2-digit numbers divided by 9, 8, or 7. Somehow that is quite stretching. A very good recommendation, actually, Emily. Thanks for that. Yeah, thank you as ever for everything you do together with the channel. We are grateful for it all. Happy birthday, Herb, as well. You have a great birthday. I'm proud of you. And look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. But as it is, bye for now.